McMuffin. It's just all about the small things in life. Always was, and now more than ever. The Bagels and Beyond that Andy mentioned is a small chain around our area, and we have one down the street. That is my go-to bagel place. And we have had them even delivered a dozen bagels to the house. And then the last time I got bagels, I just went and picked it up, and they just have like a little takeout window now. So I call ahead, I order what I want. It's there waiting for me. The best thing that's happened out of this is they were always a cash-only business. And me trying to find 10 or 12 bucks to get me some fresh bagels on the weekend was like insane, because I try not to keep cash on hand because I just spend it on crap. So it was always very difficult for me to find the amount of money I needed to get the bagels that I wanted. But now, since this has happened, they have now started taking debit cards. So, to make it safer so that you can just pay over the phone and then just grab the bag and go when you get there. So, yeah. That's one good thing that's come out of the pandemic for me, at least, right? Love that. Always hate having to use cash. I don't mind the opportunity to use cash, but I hate having to use cash because I don't keep that much on hand. Today's blog post, it is, like I said, day 15 of hashtag Hopefulist Challenge. Are you all in? We are halfway there, halfway to feeling so much better. This month, we have been focusing on deciding it is time for a change. Deciding to do something about the life we are not fully satisfied with. Decide to live a happier, more fulfilled life. And this week, we are focusing on personal growth, because you can't grow in any area of your life if you don't evolve as a human. And that starts with you. So what is holding you back? When are you at your most productive? What are some good habits you can add that will enhance your life and help you focus on the path ahead? We are going to get all into that. But first, I want you to put aside all your fears, your self-consciousness, and your limiting beliefs. Basically, this is what I need from you. Be willing to feel foolish in order to make progress in your own personal growth. I know I've talked about this before, but it's worth repeating because I believe feeling foolish or seeming uncool is what held me back for so long. My favorite book, the one that changed my life forever. Say it with me now. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. In the beginning, she asked the reader to be open to anything and everything she suggests to improve your life. Why? Because if you want to live a life you've never lived, then you have to do things you've never done. Makes sense, right? So just be willing to try anything. She also says in her book, if you decide everything suggested is crap, then just go back to your sucky life. Okay. But if you put your cynicism aside, you may just change your life forever, like I did. That is the number one thing to get over in order to move forward. There are certain things that will make you feel silly. No doubt about it. There will be things you don't feel like doing. There will be things that feel like work. But if you take that commitment muscle we built up last week and give me 30 days, I promise you will see how worth it is. For example, the gratitude journal. I know a lot of you hesitate to do it because it feels like work. Of course it does. At first, it's something new and you're not used to doing it. But once you get into the habit, I believe you will not only mind doing it, you will look forward to it. So do me this favor. If you haven't started the gratitude journal yet, I'm going to make it as easy on you as possible. Write down 3, just 3 things a day you are grateful for. Give yourself a 5-minute time limit. If you can't find 3 things in 5 minutes, then you are off the hook for that day, but then back at it tomorrow. Can you spare 5 minutes a day? 5 minutes a day out of 24 hours on something I promise will change your life forever. But you have to promise to stop taking things for granted and realize how blessed you are to have what you consider simple things, that is. And promise to feel real gratitude for those things while writing them on your list. The other thing I want you to do is to believe. Believe anything is possible. Believe you have what it takes to do anything you want. Believe there is a way to living the life you truly want to live. There are some deep-seated beliefs you have about why you don't have what you want. You may think you aren't worthy. You may think you don't have what it takes. You may think you weren't born ambitious, or big dreams are for other types of people. Remember, I was a pessimist and I thought all these things and much worse. And most of the time, we have had these beliefs since we were children, and they are controlling your actions on a subconscious level. If you can break through those and live the life that, if I can break through those, that is, and live the life I've always dreamed of, I know you can too. We are only as good as we believe we can be. Has anyone ever heard of Roger Bannister? I know all the runners are going, yep, I know who he is. Well, he is the guy who ran a 4-minute mile for the first time ever. He made history for this feat in 1954. Before then, science said it was impossible for a human to run a mile in 4 minutes. So guess what? No one even really tried. It's impossible. I guess it wasn't. In the following year, 18 people did this impossible feat. All of those runners for all of those years had a limited belief that it was impossible to do something, so they didn't even try. Once it was proven to be false, everyone tried, and a lot succeeded. At least 18 people succeeded that year. This is what I want you to do. I want you to write on your bathroom mirror, get those dry erase markers, comes right off, that everything I want is possible for me. Or I can have everything I want. Or the universe is conspiring to make my dreams come true. And believe it. Read it every day until you start believing it. Put it on a Post-it note. Slap it on your computer or your fridge. Anywhere you will see it often. Maybe on the toilet paper holder. Keep repeating it until it feels true. Because it is true. You know what you have to do. But you have to be willing to feel silly. You have to be ready to believe anything and everything is possible. And you need to remind yourself of this as often as possible. So what is your phrase going to be? I would love for you to share it with me. It is Monday, people. You know it is my favorite day of the week after Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a brand new week full of possibilities and opportunities. Now go make big things happen and make today your best day yet. I'm cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Hashtag Day 15 of Hashtag Hopefulist Challenge.